in the quiet heart of Obioma village, where the morning breeze carried the scent of fresh palm leaves, and children's laughter echoed through clay-lined paths, Amalachi and Ton lived a kind of love that made even the hardest days feel a little lighter. They didn't have much, but what they had was pure, soft, and stubborn. Every morning in Obioma village, Ton woke up before the sun rose over the red earth rooftops. He washed his face at the old outdoor tap, shivering slightly as the cold water greeted his skin. Then he would turn to Amalachi and whisper, "Today will be better, Amla. I promise." And even when the day refused to be better, Amalachi always met him at the door with a smile that felt like home more than any house ever could. She brushed dust off his shirt, held his cheeks gently, and said the words that kept his heart beating. "I'm proud of you, every day." Those words meant more than money, more than comfort, more than anything Obioma could give. Their small room in the corner of the village wasn't much. A cracked mirror, a leaking roof, a tired foam mattress. But once Amalachi laughed, the whole room sparkled brighter than any mansion in the city. They cooked together too. Simple meals, tiny portions. But they ate with joy like people feasting on abundance. Sometimes Amalachi would steal a piece of yam from Ton's plate and dash to the bed, laughing. "Give it back," he'd pretend to roar. "Never," she'd shout. And he'd chase her around their tiny room, as if the whole of Obioma village belonged to only them. Those small moments felt like wealth no one could measure. It was one of those nights when the clouds above Obioma village forgot to behave, and rain fell with the anger of 1,000 drums. The roof began to leak in 3 places again. Ton sighed, looking up at the dripping ceiling. But then, as always, he found a way to turn sadness into sweetness. He smiled at her playfully. "At least the roof is romantic," he joked. "It's giving us background music." Amalachi burst into laughter, wiping water from her hair. "Free soundtrack," she teased. "Other couples pay for this." So they danced, right there between buckets catching rainwater, holding hands, laughing in dim lantern light, like two people who refused to let the world defeat them. Then, in the middle of the dripping roof, Ton pulled her close, kissed her cheek softly, and whispered, "One day, I'll give you a house with a roof that doesn't cry." She pressed her head against his chest. "And I'll be there," she whispered. "No matter what kind of roof you give me." The next week, the landlord of their compound in Obioma village knocked hard. He gave them 3 days to pay their rent or leave. Ton nearly broke, but Amalachi placed both hands on his face and whispered sweetly, "Money can finish. Life can change. But don't ever let your heart give up." That night they shared their last small meal. She pushed the bigger piece of fish onto his plate. Ton frowned. "Why give me the big one?" She smiled softly. "Because I love you the big way." He laughed, eyes shining with tears of love. When their 3 days were up, they packed their bags. Slowly, gently, as if trying to pack their memories too. Before leaving, Amalachi looked around their small room one last time and whispered, "Thank you. We grew love here." Ton held her hand tightly. "Wherever you go," he said, "that's where my home is." They walked out into the morning sun of Obioma village. Not defeated, not broken, but holding on to each other, with the kind of strength only true love gives. Under the mango tree by the roadside, Amalachi leaned on his shoulder. "Ton," she whispered, "do you still believe tomorrow will be better?" He kissed her forehead gently, smiling through the pain. "With you," he said, Every tomorrow is already better than today. And in that moment, with no roof, no room, no money, and nowhere to go, they still had the sweetest treasure in all of Obioma village.